Welcome to Poise, Purpose, and Profits. This is a show curated for women of faith in business. I am your host, Jennifer Nivens. I am a digital marketing consultant, and I specialize in social marketing and sales strategy for new entrepreneurs. Each week, I'll be bringing you practical tips, strategies, and encouragement to help you walk confidently in your gifts and serve your way to success. This space is for the female entrepreneur, the mompreneur who is looking to build a profitable brand and business with poise and purposefulness. Thanks for tuning in to today's podcast. Hey there. So today's podcast is all for the working moms, the mompreneurs who are looking and trying to find ways to manage their time, between being a wife, being a mom, a working mom. So you have a career, you have a business, you are all the things to everyone else. And we know it's so hard to find the time to actually grow your business while still making time for your family and not feeling as if you're sacrificing that family time. And so I'm going to share on today's podcast just a little bit of what I do and what works for me. I like to call it the messy middle. So a little bit of planning, some creative thinking, and really utilizing flexible work arrangements and just some tips to help you as whether you are a seasoned entrepreneur and you are just having children or you are new at doing business and you've been home or working and you're just really trying to find the time to do all the things. Today's podcast is all about how to still have and find your success strategies you need to succeed both at home and at work. And so hope you enjoy today's episode. So let's jump right into a very common topic, a very common conversation that I've had, especially over the past 10 years of growing a business as a wife, as a mother, working full time in my career when I initially started. And how I've been able to and still figure out, I like to say juggle rather than balance, how to juggle all of the many roles and hats that we have and that we wear. And so if you are one that's looking for ways to balance the demands of growing your business without having to sacrifice the time that you are spending with your family, then this episode is for you. It's looking for that, I like to say, that busy working mompreneur who is looking to find success in both your business, your career, and your home life. And so today we're going to give practical tips and actionable advice to help you make the most of every moment while still prioritizing, what matters most, which is spending time and doing the things that you love with the people that you love. And so whether you are a busy mompreneur or you're just starting out, the goal of this episode is to give you the tools that you need to find the success on your own terms. And so if you want access to these show notes or to grab the productive and paid planner, let me know in the comments and we'll be sure to get that out to you, whether you download it through the podcast or show notes or request by email. And so if this is your first time listening in, I am Jennifer and I help mission-driven mompreneurs increase their online confidence, community, and cash flow so they can say goodbye to the 9-to-5 without sacrificing their values or time away from their family. And so I do this by helping you to create your personal brand, attract your ideal audience, and grow and engage community of paying customers. And so as a mom, it can be hard, to find that time to grow your business while still making time for your family. And so some quick tips that I found to really help me to, like I say, juggle it all and to still be successful in your career as you are growing your business and still keep a happy home life. A couple of things that I'd say is to really find what works for you, because as we are all online and we see the picture perfect family where it seems like the house is super clean and the kids are so well behaved and well dressed and everything is just like, I'm wondering like, okay, how, that is not my life. My house does not look like that. My kids they are not going to sit still for a photo and they are not going to always, I'm a boy mom. So have like hair freshly cut and clothes super clean and, they must have help. Right. And so, but you find what works for you, and you being the relatable, like I say, hot mess mom, the craziness, that is what relates to more people. Okay. So we scroll and we look through all of the quote unquote seem to be picture perfect, well balanced family, whether they are a top leader in a company or a blogger, a fashion vlogger, mommy lifestyle, and we look at them and we grab tips and different things, and we may admire how they have it and how they look so put together, but can we really relate to them, right? And so you also need to think about that whenever you are building your business, no matter what kind of business it is, showing that your life, of course you can decide how much you want to share, but showing your life and inviting people into your real world is what's going to have people feel like they can trust you, have people feel like they know you, because it's like, she is like me, like her story is my story. And so I want to say, definitely find what works for you when it comes to working your business, and whether you are one that has to work around nap time or has to work around late nights and because you have to wait till the kids are down, or if you're one that likes to get up super early in the morning and to be able to knock some work out, then you do what works for you. But whenever you try to create a system or to make something or to force something to work for you because it looks to work for someone else and it does not align with who you are and the goals that you have, then you'll find yourself probably getting burnt out and feeling unhappy and feeling forced, and probably aren't even really seeing the results that you'd want to see in your business. And so I definitely say, do what works for you. There are so many different ways you can make time for your family, but again, it has to work for you and your family. Another thing that I say is maximize on the messy moments. And I say that because this could go so many different ways. I like to do it when it comes to batching content or showing the messiness, maximizing on the messy moments, like especially when it's like spring break time or summertime, or I'd even say the weekend, where it's going to be chaos. Like it's going to be loud. It's going to probably aren't going to get a lot of break time because the kids are always there, and not to mention all the other roles and responsibilities you have. And so nap time, maybe it is you getting your hair, makeup, doing a little bit to your face, putting on a top, and then taking some photos, doing some quick reels and some quick videos, changing your shirt in between, and doing what you can. Maximize in those messy middle moments and do what it works for you. Like right now, it is going on 1:30 in the morning, and I'm a night owl. Like I don't mind being up to be able to crank out and get out work and some content, because I know mornings is, if I say, oh, I'm going to wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to get my workout and drink my smoothie and knock out some content, that's I'm being realistic. I am being honest with myself, and I know that is not my routine. Like maybe in the future it will be, but I realize that that's not me. So I find what works for me. And so maybe you are one that's like, girl, I cannot stay past 10 o'clock and function. That is okay. You do what works for you. But I also know, being a special needs mother and a mom of a 3-year-old, and it's just a lot going on, that the kids, especially my kids, they don't care or understand about time and planning and, okay, mommy's working right now. No. Okay. So I know that it's going to be during school time or during bedtime. I do what works for me, and I maximize on that. Like I block out what can I do within this time period. And so time blocking and time budgeting is really, really key and super helpful when it comes to, I need to follow up with this person, or I need to check emails, or I need to write up a couple of content posts for a client, or I need to record a training. What are the things that I need to do? So I do my brain dump. I do my Power 5 list that I know that I need to get done for the day. And then I get done what I can. Like I block out to say, I can do this in 1 hour. I am dedicating 1 hour to do this. I am dedicating 15 minutes to do this. And you have to tell your time where to go, or else you will look up and you have scrolled for 2 hours, and that's 2 hours gone that you could have been intentional about doing some type of income producing activity, or, revenue or lead generating activity. And so really being intentional about the time that you have. What are the most important things that you need to get done for business, for family, and then doing that dump, making a list, and what are the power 5 that must get done the next day, and then about how much time would you say you can dedicate to the smaller, minor tasks within that day. And then what you can't get done, you move over and you give yourself grace and move it to the next day. And most important, it's okay to ask for help. So delegating and asking for help has been a game changer for my business. It's been a game changer just even for my own mental health. Like, you can't do everything, no matter how much you try and how much you probably are able. You feel like, I can do it. But what is your mental capacity, your emotional capacity? Are you just doing it because it's just done, or are you doing it in a way that still allows you to take time for yourself, allows you to still be productive in business, allows you to still sit down and just enjoy time with your family, enjoy time with your kids, to watch a movie, and not have to always be on a checklist of, okay, the dishes aren't done. Okay, the laundry needs to be folded. Oh yes, I need to do this. Like, are you really maximizing on the time that you have and prioritizing even your time and your energy? That is so key. And so it's important to prioritize your time so that you're making the most of your limited resources. Like, this might seem like setting aside dedicated work hours, delegating tasks to others to do, whether it is even small things such as ordering your groceries, right? And then that's cutting out an hour and a half of you going to the grocery store and walking up and down the aisles, or like things like that. Hiring a housekeeper, someone to come and clean the home. Like, you being time is money. And so being able to see, where can I knock out the hours a few hours, where can I save a couple of those hours, or be able to recoup some of that time to be able to invest it in other areas that are a higher priority, and so communicate these things with your family, with your spouse, as it relates to when it's work, when it's mommy's work hours. Okay. And so if you do have the older children who understand it, better, then, okay, these are mommy's work hours. And then once mommy finishes with this, then we'll do this. Invite your family in on this journey with you of building your business. And so those would be definitely my key things would be delegate, maximize those messy middle moments, prioritize your own time and your energy, communicate, your goals, communicate your schedules with your family. And it's okay. Give yourself grace, because you will not get everything done, and that's totally fine. But always revisit, what are your goals? What are the things? What do you want your life to look like? How do you want to feel? Like, what type of business do you want to have? Because you never want to feel as if you put all of your time in your business, but then you sacrificed seeing the important moments of your children growing up and missing those important events. Or are you one that was always into your house and your children, and then you look up, the kids are gone, and then you realize you never really invested time into yourself and into your business, into your goals. And so really make sure that your balance or your juggling is something that works for you, and it aligns with the life that you see for yourself. That is all for today's podcast. Thank you so much for listening in. If you found value, we'd love for you to give us a 5-star review, and also share this out with your community, any other mom CEOs, business besties that you have who can absolutely relate and could use some type of juggling, some type of balance to their hectic schedules. Then feel free to also share this out. If there was a tip or trick that you are going to start implementing in your own system. We'd love to know. So let us know in the comments. And also, this is a community. And so if there's something that is currently working for you, then also please share that with us. And so again, thank you. And we will see you on the next episode. Welcome to Poise, Purpose, and Profits. This is a show curated for women of faith in business. I am your host, Jennifer Nivens. I am a digital marketing consultant, and I specialize in social marketing and sales strategy for new entrepreneurs. Each week, I'll be bringing you practical tips, strategies, and encouragement to help you walk confidently in your gifts and serve your way to success. This space is for the female entrepreneur, the mompreneur who is looking to build a profitable brand and business with poise and purposefulness. Thanks for tuning in to today's podcast. Hey there. So today's podcast is all for the working moms, the mompreneurs who are looking and trying to find ways to manage their time, between being a wife, being a mom, a working mom. So you have a career, you have a business, you are all the things to everyone else. And we know it's so hard to find the time to actually grow your business while still making time for your family and not feeling as if you're sacrificing that family time. And so I'm going to share on today's podcast just a little bit of what I do and what works for me. I like to call it the messy middle. So a little bit of planning, some creative thinking, and really utilizing flexible work arrangements and just some tips to help you as whether you are a seasoned entrepreneur and you are just having children or you are new at doing business and you've been home or working and you're just really trying to find the time to do all the things. Today's podcast is all about how to still have and find your success strategies you need to succeed both at home and at work. And so hope you enjoy today's episode.